Good afternoon. What's going on, guys? I hope you're all doing well. We got the Integra back finally, and I want to go over what we've done. We've got a track day coming up on Wednesday of next week, and then Sunday of next weekend. So 2 track days in a row. We got to get this car ready. There's just a few more things that need to get done before next week, but the car's ready to get on the track. Aside from a few other things that we're going to try to get done before then. If not, we could still get it out on the track, still shake it down, make sure that it is doing what it needs to do. So let's take a look at this car. I'm so excited to finally have this thing at the point that it's at. All right, so we're kind of trying to just fit everything in here. I don't want to pull the vet all the way back because if somebody comes to take a look at it, I really don't feel like digging this thing all the way out. But we are currently consumed with drums in my warehouse. So I have to try to move these to the back and bring the Integra. Okay, while this thing's outside, I have a little bit more space out here to work with. I'll show you what we did. So number one was replace the other wing with the PCI swan neck. This is their new style wing for the car. It is a little bit bigger. Love the way a swan neck looks, and it's gonna do us a lot of good in the downforce department. We've got the widened fenders, which we separated the fender out, rib nutted it to the outside of the side skirt so we could fit those meaty 255s on there. And then underneath the car, we actually had to replace out the lower control arms with PCI, and if you can see, we are also running the hone development roll correction for the rear. So there's a couple things you'll end up seeing in here besides a Red Bull here. We've got the old fuel pump, which was actually a new fuel pump, and then we've got the ethanol kit we're going to be putting on the car shortly. So the inside of this car is still looking pretty haggard. Cleaned it up a little bit, but not much. You can see these are the old lower control arms. They were like new old, but already blew out the bushings on them. That's what you get for putting. They weren't really, no intentions of running them. I actually had gotten them from a buddy of mine. They were probably brand new, but brand new in like 2006. So that's just a prime example. Make sure you check all your parts. That was with maybe a couple 100 miles on them. They're already blown out. So pretty stoked on the way this car came out. Still a lot of stuff. We're gonna fix some cosmetics on this. We got aluminum doors coming, and the battery's mounted down there now. We no longer have zip ties and bungee cords and everything holding it down. We got to put the other passenger side seat in, so I'm going to pull this car in now, mount that up, and this is ready to go, boys. Feels great having the car back. It was over at DP for probably a week or so. They were trying to mess around with the speedometer. I was trying to get it set, and we have not been able to get it perfect yet. So still some things to sort out here for sure, but we're gonna have to get a whole new harness and go with the Fuel Tech 550 to do things the way that I want it to be done. This was a good band-aid to get me out on the track and have fun, but next step, 550, full harness for the car and some other electronic stuff inside the car. But this is great because we'll be able to get out on the track this week coming up and enjoy the car, but we still have a couple things that we got to do. So they did get the Unit 2 oil pan on, which is great. We're going to put this Sparco seat in the passenger side. I'm going to probably pull the other Sparco seat that's in the silver car, matching that one, to throw in this car and take the red seat and put it in that car. And then we have a couple more things to do, like the splitter on the front. I don't know if I'm going to get to the splitter before next weekend's activities. I don't necessarily think it's desperately needed. I'm going to be getting out on the track with a coach, kind of going over the track stuff and just feeling out the car. I'm not going to be pushing it to the point of having some real serious issues. So worst case scenario, we'll pop the rear wing off and just take the car the way that it is. But we're gonna try to get the splitter on. Now, a couple of other things that need to get done is obviously, like I said, the seat. We're getting the cage put in before NJMP, so next week's events will not have the cage, but we're gonna have to have the windshield pulled out, which I'm fine with because you can see it's seen better days. And by then, hopefully we could pull the sunroof out so he could get a little bit closer to the roof. So we ordered a plug for the sunroof, and this is all gonna be for NJMP, hopefully. And we got the brakes sorted out, so that's not an issue anymore. They're still very hard, which I think is just because the calipers in the front aren't big enough for that booster, but it should be okay. I'm just gonna have to man up and be a boy about it. So that's pretty much it now. I'm excited, guys. I'm gonna throw this passenger seat in real quick and call it a day. My little one graduated today, so I'm gonna go home, enjoy the family. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you soon.